Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Kevin and today we are driving the Viper again. Am I on or no?
3750. Hey, no bounce.
No, it felt a lot better now. All right, so we just got out of session 1 and the car did well. we got held up by another fast competitor. He's definitely not slow, but he held us up pretty bad throughout the S's on lap 1, and then lap 2, actually, he didn't give me a point by, so I had to take the pass, and it slowed us both down considerably. But even with that slowdown, I did a 52 flat, which is just 0.6 off of the TT2 record in this configuration. So I'm hoping we can take home the record, both for Torco and me. It would be pretty rad. And we're 0.6 away, so I think we can do it. It's getting a lot hotter now. It was warm in the morning session. I want to say it was in the high 70s, and now we're getting up to the 80s and 90s, so that's going to be tough. But we shouldn't really make that big of a difference. The Toyo RRs are pretty good with heat management, and the Viper, I only do 2 laps before I bring it in anyways. I don't really stay out the whole session because we hit traffic. So yeah, so far so good. Good day. Everyone went a little bit faster considering the track is technically longer now. Patrick, it did a 57 with his 1 single lap, and then our new friend over there, the Anderson boys, were doing fairly well too. So we're all having a good time. The top 3 for TT2 are actually right here in this area, so that's again pretty cool. Yeah, so again, like just today, I'm trying to go for that record is kind of my goal. Not just to win, I'd like to take home that record and just go faster. Every session I like to go a little faster, and I think I can. There's a lot of time on the table seeing how this configuration works. I'm overslowing for Riverside. A section I still don't understand. It's very, very, very complicated, and everything else is 13 clockwise, so everything else I'm pretty familiar with. The Viper is struggling in cotton corners. It's excelling on that back straight into Riverside. The high-speed stability of this car is unreal, but the low-speed stability leaves a lot to be desired, and I don't know whether that's shock tuning, my alignment settings, aero imbalance, probably not, but the car does feel great. It does have a tendency to understeer in Riverside, but most cars do, so that's not that crazy. So yeah, we're gonna go get the car ready because we go out in just 40 short minutes. So look, don't have a watch, but yeah. So I'll check in with you guys after that. tenths. 2/10 of a second off of the record, with a very, very messy lap with an unfortunate, couple unfortunate things that happened, but I think it's there. I'm gonna pull up the data and then see where I can find more time. But yeah, I'm happy, a little bit sad that I didn't do it that second session, because now it is getting hotter, but I don't think it's gonna get much slower than it is right now. It's just gonna be slow all day. Problems that I'm having with it are the brakes. The stock, I don't know if people know this thing still has, as far as I know, the stock, 100% stock OEM pads that are probably a decade old. So that might be a little reason why we're going slower than so much slower than the C7. The braking is a lot more hectic, and I only have, I only have about 2 laps until the brakes give way, and then they go right to the floor, and I'm not gonna go any faster. So it's very much contingent on not hitting any traffic, but we're gonna try and go out, keep a positive attitude. It's within our grasp, so I know I can do it. The Torco Viper is performing admirably, considering, you know, it's basically a stock ACR, nothing fancy to it, with ballast. So the ballast is really slowing it down quite a bit. I can feel it under braking. That could be why I have less confidence in the brakes as well. 120 pounds is essentially riding with a passenger the whole time, which we all know is not optimal. So anyways, we got one more shot. I'm gonna go out and hopefully send it. And hopefully in the next time you see me, I'll be smiling from ear to ear saying we got the record. We'll see. Okay, just came out from the last session. We couldn't do it. 52 flat with some mistakes here and there. A little disappointed. The brake pads just are dead. They have not been the best because they're a decade old, but they were decent for one lap. But if you look at the pad compound, it's actually smeared on the rotor. So we're gonna need to get new brake pads for the next event, which is good because we're gonna go with some Hawk DTC 80/70s, I think. We're not entirely sure on what kind of pads we wanna run, but that's gonna be a huge upgrade on the car. Yeah, so final results. First place, me with a 151.6, 2/10 off of the record. Second, we have Patrick over here. And third, the Andersons. They all jetted out here a little early. fun fact, the total, all of time trial combined, we were actually the fastest TT car. There's one TTU car ahead of us, which is a prototype, but we are the fastest. We were faster than all the TT1s, TT2, TT3, all that stuff. So kind of neat. The TT2 car took that title, but yeah. So here, let me show you the brake pad. I don't know if you can see that. Whew! Yeah, there's still pad left, but there you can tell it just melted right to the rotor. So it's definitely time for some new pads and rotors. Yeah. The braking was just not there. It felt like I was on ceramic brake pads. That's how bad it felt. So overall, pretty happy. I might actually try and remove the ballast and go on TT1 next time, because the weight does make a big difference. We'll see. We'll see who signs up and what. We got to strategize a little bit before the next event. But until then, I got to load up in the beautiful Torco truck right behind me. Got to load the Viper on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, you know, if you're into it, maybe a subscribe would be kind of neat. I don't know. Whatever.